Hi everyone, so today I decided to do a very short, simple video on planning. I attempted to do a live several times, that didn't really work out. So hopefully this video helps those of you that really want to get that productive week going. So for me, the week starts on Sunday, but for some of you it may start on Monday, whatever it may be. This is the perfect time to just sit down and start planning what you need to do, especially if you're a university student or a high school, whatever student, and you need to get things done and you have a lot more on your plate than just school and homework and stuff. So this is the perfect way to get things done. So I use a bullet journaling method. I had this before. I think I do that way now. I use a bullet journaling method at the moment. I didn't used to do this before. I started this very recently, and I think that it's been working for me pretty well. So this is going to be just an uncut, really, really quick video on how I plan. So I've gotten my main stuff kind of sorted here, and I wanted to kind of go through that. So for the previous week that I actually planned, last week I didn't really get a chance to plan a lot, but as you can see, it was a very, again, simple, minimal look. And before that, let me just put this up. I had a more weekly spread that's kind of this way and has the hours on the side here, and it's kind of on, you turn your page around basically, so it's not really on this straight A4 but more landscape. So yeah, now let's come to the updated week and let's get started. So for supplies, I'm using my much loved Papermate Inkajoy pen. I'm not sure if you can see very well, but that is what it is, and I love this. If you want a pen that writes smooth, this is the perfect pen to use, and I'm using this right now. I've used it here, so perfect pen. Now, in terms of markers and in terms of getting color onto your page, if you're interested in that, then I would definitely recommend getting a nice set of markers. Again, some people don't really like to spend so much time making their plan, which I agree. I don't like to spend that much time either, but I've kind of enjoyed the process here. So as you can see, I picked out the colors purple and orange, and here's a color, this thing, if you guys are interested in knowing what the Staedtler one looks like. So I'm going to take out my colors for this specific spread. I think I used this one, yeah. And I used a purple, and I used this for outlining my January. So that has been said. I'll put it here for reference for later. But yep, here it is. Supplies are ready. I love stickers, but I'm not really like so crazy about them to put them on each spread. So if you have stickers, please be my guest and put those, but I'm not really in that right now. I'm just going to put in what I need to do for the week. So I made a very different, I'm trying to find inspiration actually for how to do like spreads for the week. So I try different ones each week to kind of keep me going and inspired to do the work I need to do, because I feel like in planners you just have one spread and you're supposed to live with that for a whole academic year or a whole year sometimes, or 6 months or 8 months. So I find that not the best. That's why planners never worked for me. So this is a great idea for those of you who have planners that have never worked and you want to try a nice and new method. So I'm going to just quickly fix this box here. But as you can see, my spread is pretty simple, and I have a dotted bullet journal, which is why it's kind of easy to make lines without a ruler. That is done. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on making the boxes for the week. So what I'm trying to go with here is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm trying to make that into that because I really want a different, because I have busier days on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I want to make them bigger boxes. So I'm going to use, now again, these Staedtler markers have double ends, and there's a thick and thin side. So I'm using the, using the thicker side to make the boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And my lines are not going to be the best, but doable lines here. Once that is done, I'm going to put the lines back on this just to kind of show that there's a whole box and not just a line. Now, the thing what I've learned from the past is that you to let yourself kind of go with the flow when it comes to making spreads, because when you try to make it all perfect, it just, you know, you kind of get frustrated at some point. Last time I tried bullet journaling, I tried to make everything perfect, and that didn't work out so well. So just kind of give yourself that room to grow, you know, and yeah, just give yourself that room. I'm going to fill in, and now I'm just trying to think if I want them to be totally at the, yeah, I think I'll do that, just all the way. This is the great part of having a dotted one, I feel like, because with the, or even the lines for that matter, or graph, when it comes to blank, you need to kind of stencil out, unless you're really, really good at shaping shapes. Should be easy for you, but not for me. So I'm going to quickly put this on that side, and then all the way down here, I don't know if you can see, all the way. I'm actually working on an assignment at the same time, so this is great. If I work on this now, I can have like the whole week already planned out. And I feel like when it comes to this bullet journaling method, give yourself that room, that fine, if I can't fill and do all this color thing every single week, I can print out weekly spreads from other people, which is something I do too. I love doing that. It just kind of, you know, trains up how your spreads look like. So give yourself that room. I feel like we tend to pressurize ourselves to make a beautiful spread all the time, and that's what bullet journaling is all about, but it's actually not. Bullet journaling was a method that was created very simply. People just made it extra and stuff, which some people like, some people don't like, so it's up to you. Okay, so the boxes are made, and now I'm going to fill in the days of the week, and I also kind of spaz up each, like the name of the week, each day of the week. So again, I'm using the Inkjoy pen, and I'm also not into lettering, so if I do make a mistake, that's the reason why. Now I'm not sure if I want to go for all caps. I actually have a pet peeve, like I can't do small I's when it comes to the beginning of the sentence. I just can't do those. It just bugs me so much, and it's like a trend. People do that all the time. Anyway, so I'm gonna do this cursive. Again, I'm like shaking here. Good attempt. Good attempt. Wednesday. So like I was saying about the spreads, it's really important. You can make a mistake, it's fine. It's your book. No one is looking at that book unless you want someone to be proud of it. This is totally like unfiltered. Like before, if you asked me 2 years ago to like make a spread and everything, and you know, write all the stuff, I would have stenciled it with a pencil first and then gone with a pen, then made it all like pretty, and I didn't barely use the spread. So it's important that you use what works for you. Also, let me just, am I on the right line? Also, when it comes to the size, I tend to find more solace when I have a larger spread. I feel like when it's smaller, notebook size, I mean. When it's a smaller notebook, I feel like I just can't do much with it. It never worked for me. So I tried to do something different this time. I'm trying out larger spreads of notebooks. So almost done with this here. I feel like those are smaller and those are bigger, but you know what? It's fine. I was gonna write Wednesday here by accident. Okay, Friday, we're almost done. But yeah, my week starts on Sunday and ends on Saturday, which is why I am writing them out. I also haven't taken cursive ever in my life, so yeah, I don't know cursive like most people do. I kind of picked it up as I went along. So that is done Saturday. Perfect. So you can see how it's coming together. And I did minimal effort here. Like I literally just put in boxes in different colors and that's literally it, and just wrote in between. So that is kind of about it. But for when it comes to making a to-do list, you can use this method I found on Pinterest, and I find it really, really cool. It is to make like squares to kind of check it out when you're done. So I'm gonna quickly go here and make my squares for tomorrow. And that's about it for the bullet journal spread.